Hello, welcome to the spoilers review of the Lego Movie. If you want to have the spoiler-free review, click somewhere, I don't know. Meh. So anyway, I'm a huge Lego fan, so of course I had to go and see it. I wanted to go see it on the first day, but I was doing some freelance work, filming an interview for some like LGBT rights promotional video, so I couldn't see it on the first day, so I went to see it on the second day, especially when the English versions in Hong Kong are quite limited. So I think all the versions that are being shown in Cantonese dubbed, I didn't want to do that, I want to see the original jokes. So so I went the next day and filming a review. And of course I was seeing it in 3D, I didn't want to see it in 3D, but the 3D versions were more available. If you want to see the 2D version, they were really rare, so I couldn't see that. So I saw it in 3D. So first of all, the 3D effects are pretty good, they're not shoehorned in. They look pretty good, although there were some certain issues with the main characters. The things in frame that are the main focus, they're pretty good and clear. It's nice to see that, you know, even though it's all computer generated, they all look like actual Lego bricks, and it's nice to see that shine through in the 3D. One thing I have to note with this film is that a lot of people are saying they don't cheat. All the figures, even though it's computer generated, everything looks like it's a real Lego brick. And they move just like real Lego bricks, and they don't cheat, they cheat. Because a Lego brick's head can only turn. A Lego brick's head, Lego minifigure's head, can't do this. It'd be great if they did, you had the ball joint, but they don't do this. And the characters in the film do that, so I mean, they were trying to get authentic feel of all the Lego minifigures moving as how they should, but they had to cheat and do that. And for the most part, the figures didn't really have to move their heads in all these directions. They could have easily done without it. So, Lego Movie guys, you either go all the way or don't bother. There are a lot of good cameos in this film. So some of them you see in the trailer, like Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. You got all these people in the background, like Michelangelo and such. But I don't know how they got the rights to these, but there was a cameo of the minifigure of Milhouse, so expect to see a Milhouse character minifigure in the Simpsons minifigure series, Blind Bag series. There was also a short scene with the original actor's voice of the Millennium Falcon flying in. It's actually a pretty funny joke. Batman's like, oh yeah, as if a spaceship's just gonna come by with a power generator they can steal, and then the Millennium Falcon flies in, and Batman's like, oh, for God's sake. And so that comes in, and they have, you know, Harrison Ford, Anthony Daniel, and the guy does the I can't do Chewie's voice, and so they're there, and Batman's like, I'm gonna go get their generator and I'm on it back. So that's kind of cool, and it's a lot of cameos. It's a lot of cameos of things that you expect. This film can appeal to people who don't actually collect Lego, but it really appeals to people who collect Lego. So it's got a full spectrum. So you got the normal jokes, the slapstick and all that, and all the different references to actual jokes relating to politics. For example, Emmett's being captured and then by a bad cop and he's interrogating him, and he's, you know, asking, do you know who Lord Business is? And he's like, oh yeah, President Business, he's super nice. And why would he want to destroy the world and all that? You know, they make all these cool stuff like vehicles, machines, electronics, food, voting machines. Hey, wait a minute. So that's pretty cool. Like, you know, the guy in charge makes the voting machines. Well, of course he's in charge then, isn't he? So that's a lot of those jokes, and kids will be like, hey, I don't get that, but adults will get it. So that's cool. A lot of jokes are reminiscent of the original Simpsons series. This is one scene which really reminded me of Bart the Daredevil episode, I think that's what it's called, where it's in season 2 in The Simpsons, where Homer's trying to stop Bart jumping over Springfield Gorge in his skateboard. If you've seen it, you know what happens. Homer doesn't make it. He makes it to the edge of the cliff, and he keeps going, He keeps hitting the edge over and over and over again. There's a similar joke here where Emmett falls down his hole and he hits all these different places, but there's a twist on it. It isn't just a copy joke. They take that joke and then they build upon it, and it's really funny. So there's a lot of those going on. So a lot of good jokes. The downside of this film is when it gets near the end, there's this one scene which totally stops the pace of the film. Overall, the film is really fast. It gets hit, joke, 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 joke. And when it gets serious, when it needs to get serious, it's good. It isn't just ha 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 ha. Once you laugh with the characters, you connect with the characters, even though they're Lego bricks. Once you connect with them, they have some serious moments that you go, okay, that's yeah, I care about these characters. Time to have a serious moment talking to them. And then this scene happens, and it's just like, what? And this scene happens when Emmett sacrifices himself, jumping into a portal of, you know, like the abyss. And what the abyss is, he jumps into the real world. So, turns out that this whole Legoland you see in the film is some adult Lego collector's basement where he's built this Lego city. He's got these different sets of Lego that says don't touch because he doesn't want the kid to mess it up. And oh boy, and then turns out this whole story was this one kid who I thought, oh, I mean he's not an ugly kid, but he's sort of like, oh look, he's a typical American douchey kid. I mean nothing against the kid, but he's got curly hair, he's kind of chubby, he's like, that's an American kid. Why couldn't it be me playing the minifigures? Because the whole idea of taking the Lego movie into the real world is that this is you playing with Lego figures, and there's a moral that's shoehorned in that you shouldn't just, Lego is not adults, you know. The father played by Will Ferrell, he also plays Lord Business, President Business, so President Business is a reflection of him. And he comes down and he's like, please don't mess with our Lego, I've built everything perfectly and I've got this glue that glues all the Lego together so you can't be, I guess, too creative with it because this is the set. You build the set, you put it on display, it's art in that sense. But the kid wants to mess it up, he's like, I want to build all this little robot stuff, it's cool and I want to do all this new stuff, but no, you can't do it. So Emmett's in the real world. They mess around in the real world a little bit where Emmett tries to move and while Will Ferrell is trying to fix the different creations that his kid messed up his perfect Lego building, a little bit will start shaking. So it's like Toy Story, Lego figures alive, literally. So that was a terrible scene. Word is that they're only doing a sequel, like getting the script out done, and I hope I don't see any humans in the film because that's the worst part of the movie. Don't shoehorn any morals in, and that's another thing as well. I'm the type of person who buys two kinds of Lego. I buy the sets and I build the sets. Like, I want the DC figure set with Batman and Superman, and I'll build it. Anyway, I won't take that set, take it apart, and build something else. But I'll also buy spare bricks of sets I don't like, so I don't feel attached to it. I'll go on bricklink.com, really good brick website. I'll buy the different pieces and I'll build the sets out of that to make the movies. But the actual sets, like these ones, they stay like that. So. Not only does this model not appeal to me because I didn't think it was right, like you know, yeah, it's great. If the father wants to have a built Lego city and not ruin it or mess it up by the kid, why not? Why are you telling me that's wrong? If the kid likes to play Lego, have another set. And his father does have that. His father has, look, here's another box of Lego that you can build anything you want. Why are you gonna mess up my city? And the moral of the film is that, yeah, you should let your kid mess up this masterpiece of a Lego set that you build, but no, you know, that's not right. That's not right. Like, especially for collectors, like, not just Lego. If you collect these action figures, you don't want your kids to mess it up. If your kid gets into them, he's gonna lose the pieces, and I mean, I'm not a hardcore collector like, oh, I bought this thing, it must stay in the package. You know, no, I buy it, I want to enjoy it, I will take it out the box, I'll display it, take photos, do animation, whatever. But what I won't do is let a 10-year-old or 15-year-old play with it. And the moral of this film is yeah, you should. Like, take all the expensive collectibles, all the expensive sets, and let your kid play with it and mess it up and lose all the pieces. I mean, if that kid is good enough to not lose the pieces, then great, but who knows, right? Everyone's kids are different. Sometimes a 15-year-old can be really mature, sometimes a 15-year-old can be a complete demon, right? Good and bad, so who knows? And the film ends, the father's like, oh, well, since I let you play with it, you better let your little sister play with it. And the kid's like, oh no. And the little sister is a baby, like, she's like, speaks really basic English, and yeah, she's not gonna lose all the pieces of the Lego. Can you imagine, like a 5-year-old playing with Lego? Like, she's playing with Duplo, great, let her play with Duplo, and plus Lego bricks are too small for her to play with anyway. Again, some kids are more mature than others, and some develop their minds a lot faster, so who knows, maybe this 5-year-old's a genius and you won't lose anything, but some people aren't. So the moral is really wrong, and it's really shoehorned in, the scene is shoehorned in, and I bet some movie executive somewhere thought of this idea, If I'm wrong, then what the hell are these filmmakers doing? Just don't put that scene in there, guys. That was a terrible way to end the movie. The movie started off so much fun. Everything was funny. Everything was great. When you're starting to connect with the characters, turns out that, oh look, it's just some kid playing with some toys, and oh wait a minute, maybe he is alive. So, and also there wasn't any climax. Like, they have all these scenes of all of Lego figures flying around and having a battle, and they're chasing the bad cops chasing the main characters through all these different Lego lands, and there's this big scene where you have all these sort of master builders, you know, Batman, Wonder Woman, and all that. Ninjago and Michelangelo and Milhouse, they're all in this room with Abraham Lincoln, and there's like a council, and then this crazy cuckoo land. That's pretty funny. It's all clouds and stuff, and you have the Unikitty, and I guess that place gets destroyed and bombarded by Bad Cop and all these people, and it's like, oh my god, this is a big battle scene, but that's the biggest scene in the movie, and it's not at the end. After they all get captured, you think this is building to something. They're going to have a really big battle, they're going to stop President Business from his plans, it's going to be like a war, and this tiny battle happens, and it's not as big as the one before. It's not even that. It's nowhere near as big. It's like it's tiny. And then this human scene comes in. After the human scene comes in, Emmett travels back into the Lego world, and he just has a heartfelt talk like, you don't have to do this, Lord Business. You don't have to be a mean jerk. And it's because of the shoehorn in moral. In real life, the kid hugs his father, and you know, they play with Lego together. But in the film, it's like. I thought, you know, Batman's gonna go fighting with batarangs all over the place, and all these you know, the competition winners with their Lego clips, and they're about there for a split second, and all these different vehicles come in, and you know, all those Lego sets that you can buy with the Lego movie, those vehicles, they finally come in. You think, oh great, they've got all these Lego sets, these vehicles must have a big deal. But no, they sort of appear, and then it's like, oh, they just hug and make better, and there's no fight or anything, and it's, oh boy. Well, it's like momentum, and just. So this movie is good. The jokes are good overall. It's just that the ending is a letdown, and when the ending is a letdown, that's what hits you the most. Like, I've been following these characters, and just right at the end, and it's gone. It's just gone. I thought this was going to be like a movie of the year for me because I'm a Lego fan, but because of the end, it's just, I'm talking about the end so much, but that's it. It's a really big deal, and overall, different sets are creative, they're colorful, they're stylish, and the movie really tries hard to put all the classic different themes into the movie, even though some of these themes are just cameo themes, like, by the way, there's Castle Land. You get like about 3 or 4 seconds looking at Castle Land, and it's gone. It's nice that it's there. And hopefully in the sequel you'll get to see more of these different lands and no human scenes. That's kind of stressed out enough. So yeah, it's like an 8.5 out of 10, and that 1.5 points gone is because of the human scenes. So tell me what you think of the film, how much you like it or did you hate it. And subscribe, just comment below, because take care and have a nice day.